Welcome to a special edition of Greyson Says with Tony Anderson. Welcome, Tony.
Hey, thanks, Greyson. Good to be here.
Hey, Tony. I've been learning about the changes about real estate agents getting paid. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, there are a number of changes that are happening soon, and there's a new law that was enacted. In the future, sellers will no longer be required to offer compensation to a buyer's agent. So, buyers will ultimately be responsible to compensate their own agent. Does that make sense?
Yeah. If I'm a buyer, is there agreement to sign?
Yeah. So, whenever a buyer comes to us and wants to look at property, now we have to get them to sign an agreement. It's called a buyer-broker agreement. And what that does is it explains the services that we'll perform for them. And then it also will explain to them the fact that ultimately they're responsible to compensate us as a buyer's agent.
What if there's no compensation offered?
Oh, if there's no compensation offered, that doesn't necessarily mean that you as a buyer will still have to pay it. There are other ways it can be done. If a seller is not offering compensation, they can still offer what is called a concession. There will be a new field in the MLS. It will be called the concession field. Concession is a credit, basically, that they will offer a buyer to use for their closing costs. Those closing costs can include the buyer compensating their agent. So, although it's not addressed as commission in any way, shape, or form, the buyer can use it in any way they want.
That concludes a special edition of Greyson Says. Tony, thanks for joining me. For more information on these topics, contact the best brokerage in Tampa Bay, Tony and his team, at Next Gem Gulf Coast. Tune in next week for another topic.